I'll hold your hand and set you free. The love we have and who we are, you will forever be the coach of my heart. The coach of my heart. From your papi chulo, Jean Carlo Tavarez, the song is for you. Devon, Taylor, my love. I love you more than you love green. You're always lifting me up. I'll hold your hand and set you free. The love we have and who we are, you will forever be the coach of my heart. The coach of my heart.
through family. It is Devon Taylor here, and I am super excited to be starting this new journey with you all. I am new to live shows. As you can see, I'm being pre recorded right now. Life is just as busy as normal. Currently, I will be in a volleyball class that I'm teaching for my community. It's just my way of giving back because it's what I feel like I know how to do well. So at the time, currently, I'm going to be coaching. So I won't be here with you guys live. But me and JC thought we would at least have this pre-recording so you guys can get to know me. And so when I'm ready to show up on the live streams, when we can get our schedules intact, you guys will at least know who I am. So this is my way of saying, hello, hi, hope all is well. And I can't wait to meet you all during our live show. Little bit about me. Like I said, my name's Devon. I grew up in Lakewood, California. It's a nice little city that I would say was the perfect way for my upbringing to, I guess, for me to embody so many different versions of myself. I mean, in high school is where I found volleyball and really where I kind of, flourished with something that felt really good to me. But before that, I struggled in middle school and in elementary school. I was very much that kid that felt awkward. I felt not very seen. I was always very artsy. I loved creating drawings with a bunch of different characters or stories that felt super mythical to me. So that's always been something that I've been good at, or at least something that I've always dabbled in, but it wasn't something that was always well received by the people that were around me. And so at a very young age, I was disencouraged to actually follow and pursue my dreams, which at that time was to be a songwriter. So to be quite honest, the artistic part of me took a huge backseat when it comes to my life, who I am, and what I was embodying for a good portion of while I've been on this earth. It wasn't until recently where I had a change of events that not only brought me and JC together and closer, but allowed me to revisit who I am and what my purpose here on this earth is. And that started with me becoming a parent overnight. Yes. Now, I don't know if JC's already kind of explained how we became parents and what that's been like for us. But yeah, we took in my nieces and nephews with open arms because that's what you do when you have family. At least that's what I do in my family. And so the kids are now adopted. They are our four loving children. But through this whole process of becoming a parent, it's helped me kind of soul search and try to ask myself the questions of who do I really want to be? What do I really want to bring to this world? And what do I want to be known for? And so I went through this whole process of unveiling who I was through my past and revisiting those moments of feeling not seen from other children or other peers or whatever it may have been during that time. And honestly, I was able to come to a place where I felt like I needed to tap back into that artistic side of myself. And so with that being said, I wrote a children's book called Icarus Finds His Power, which is about a boy. It's loosely based on our situation where it's about a boy that loses his mom, becomes a foster, and he's left to deal in his world with the repercussions of that. And so we really just wanted to touch on these ideas to not only tell the story from a unique perspective, which I don't think a lot of us hear about the foster system and the situations kids go through when they're in the foster system, but also it was a way for me to express myself in the most authentic way by creating these magical characters that interact and have a lot of dialogue and just show us a way to overcome some of these struggles we may go through in life. So I'm super grateful that through this journey of becoming a parent, I was able to tap into a little bit of my old child feelings and come up with the idea to write a book. And so this book is published. Icarus Finds His Power Is It. It's what me, my family, and anyone that wants to join in on the story of Icarus, it's what I want to leave as my legacy. So there will be a part 2, please look out for that. But also, with all of that being said, with the book and whatnot, my journey is one very significantly tied to connection and the people that are surrounded around me. And how I kind of want to explain that is JC is my partner, and a lot of the things that I have been able to do, like writing the book and what's branched out after that, which I want to get into, has been because of the support that I've received from the people that love me the most, from the kids, from JC, from my mother, from my family in whole when they're willing to pour in, from any of the supporters that I've had throughout this time of becoming an author and now even a speaker. I just truly appreciate all you guys have done for me and all the support you have given me. Because without that support, I don't think I would be where I'm at today, which is what I want to go into. I feel like one of the biggest things that you'll pull from me and Jean Carlo's relationship is support is a really big thing, whether you're receiving it or not in our relationship. And it's kind of what helps drive the unit, the force forward. And so I want to make it a point that during the whole book writing process, there were multiple times where I felt like I wanted to give up, where I felt like I wasn't good enough, where I felt like, what was the point of my story being told? And so I kind of gave up on multiple occasions on publishing the book, on writing it completely, on being okay with it being edited. Like, there were so many times where I was just like, this was too much. And I just wanted to throw in the towel. And because I had that support each and every time that came up, sorry, my nose is really itchy. Each and every time that came up, the support that was there to help me through it definitely made a difference when it came to finishing that product. The book to start, and then what came after that. Okay? So just to get into a little bit of what I'm doing now, what came after that was my publisher approached me about speaking about my experience, my story, my book, and relating it in kind of like a TED Talk style. And immediately I said no. I gave up an opportunity before I was even ready to receive it. Have any of y'all been there before? Where you're so scared of an opportunity, you're like, no thanks. No matter how good it sounds, no thanks. Because that fear is so deep within you that you don't know what to do other than to say, no thank you. That's where I was. I had written the book and thought, you know what? That was enough. I'm done with this struggle. I don't want to do anything beyond this. This is enough. People will hear my story and be able to resonate with it. But no. Deep down inside, I knew. Deep down inside, I knew I should be telling my story. I knew I should be out there raising awareness of whatever was important to me, because not only was it important that I had written a book, but we were telling a story with that book. Why wouldn't we feel welcome enough to let everyone in on that story? But I wasn't really thinking that way. It took convincing, consideration, and effort from my partner to sit down and give me the support to feel like that was something I could do. And that made the difference. Hearing from somebody else, you are capable of this. made the difference. It wasn't my partner necessarily doing it for me, because some of us will get caught up in what I'm talking about and say, oh, he was so supportive, and oh, without the support, Devon wouldn't be doing it. Yeah, I agree. Without that support, I would not be doing it. But I still had to do something. Like, I received that support and then used that support to do something about it, to take that opportunity and make the most out of it. And because I was able to take a second look at it, and because my partner was so supportive in getting me on that stage, that's what happened. Not only was I able to get on the stage and be a keynote speaker in Naples, speaking on how to find your power. Find your power. Hello. Clothing line, by the way. We started a clothing line. With the book. So if you guys want to, DevonTaylorAuthor.com to get your Find Your Power t-shirts. But I was invited to speak on finding your power. That was my whole topic. And I tell you now, it was a hard process, training and believing and understanding that what I had to talk about would resonate amongst people. I didn't believe it. I still thought, being through everything I had been through, that I still didn't have a story. That my story wasn't good enough. That I shouldn't be telling my story. Who would want to listen? That's how, and I can relate. This is how much we can downplay what we were called here to do, what our power on this world is. Like, we can do so much to downplay that. But on the flip side, there's so much that can, that can happen on the opposite end of that. And that's where I started to go when I started to go through my speech, go through these trainings, and then eventually get to Naples, which I don't know if I'll ever do again, which was a cross-country trip from California to Naples, Florida. Don't suggest it. It was very long. We shot it all the way through, but we made it. And we got to Naples, Florida, and I spoke in front of the crowd that was there for the event, and I did really good. And I'm super proud of myself for putting myself out there and doing that. Because not only has that created a new version of myself in my mind, it's opened up so many different possibilities. And so with the book, with the speech, we have decided to not only start this show, but we have also started a dedicated podcast called the Devon Taylor Podcast, which was my version of not only finding my power and using my voice to tell my story, but allowing others to come on the platform and to do the same, to tell their story, to give inspiration, to help others that may be struggling through the same thing or may not know what they're struggling through and find their path through your story. And so this path of becoming a parent and becoming a first-time author has changed my life. And not only that, not becoming a parent and not just becoming an author, but being in a relationship where support is something that is so crucial. Whether I'm giving it, whether I'm not giving it, whether my partner is giving it, whether they're not giving it, it's been a test on who I am. And like I said, what I was brought here to do, what we were brought here to do. Because sometimes we're bringing out the very best in each other. And sometimes we're not. We're not bringing the best out in each other. And it's for us to decipher and us to find those ways to navigate, to make the most out of our relationship, which is a product of this show. And I'm super grateful to be here. I'm super grateful to have this opportunity to not only tell my story, but to have this live show and to have this extension with this family. Now, I haven't had the opportunity to meet everyone, and I haven't had the opportunity to really be around because, like I said, I'm very busy, and it's been very, very crazy over here with just so many different things we're trying to keep up with. But I will say, I'm super grateful to be a part of this family. I can't wait to meet each and every host. I can't wait to meet every guest. I can't wait to meet everyone that is involved with the production of this show. And I'm just super grateful that we get this opportunity to showcase our family, our values, and our voice on a platform that is just so, so great. So thank you from everyone that is part of the Breakthrough family. I am looking forward to these live shows. Until I can join you guys live, you guys will get a message or an update from me, just kind of telling you guys what's going on in my world and what you can be looking out for. And anything, any insight that I can bring to the show, that's what I'm here to do. Today was our introduction, and I hope I've given a great introduction so that you guys get to know me a little bit better. If you guys want to know any more about me, I would love to hear your comments. Please like the videos, please share it, but most importantly, let us know what you're thinking. What did you think about the show? What do you think about it going on right now? Let us know. How do you like my introduction? Let us know. We want to know all of that information because it makes all the difference for us, because this is important. This is truly important to us to be here and to show up. So I hope you guys are enjoying the show. I hope this introduction was well received. Like I said, I'm getting really excited to meet all of you guys, be there live. Unfortunately, my schedule doesn't permit right now, but once it does open up, I can't wait to join you guys. I hope everyone is doing well. Sending so much love. Bye for now.
We don't need to be related to relate. We don't need to share genes or a surname. You are you.
The most life-changing day of my life was on August 18th, 2021. All it took to change my life was one phone call. I was on my way home from volleyball practice, where I was an assistant coach for the women's volleyball team at Long Beach City College. It was my first year as a collegiate employee, and I felt like I was on top of the world. COVID was just ending, and sports were finally returning to normal. And then I got a call. It was my mom, which was not unusual, but what she had to tell me would rock my world. My four nieces and nephews, Damon, Olivia, Tina, and Noah, were in a situation that was no longer safe. They needed somewhere to stay, a potentially a permanent home. It was really hard to take in that moment because me and my mom both worked about an hour away from where we lived. So someone would have to tend to the kids. My mom had been in her career for almost 15 years, so that person was me. At first, I thought, I don't know how to be a dad. This was all new to me. But as I felt that and as I thought that, deep down inside, I knew what the right thing was to do. And I told my mom without really thinking, let's go get him. And then another thought slammed into me. What about my partner, Jean Carlo? A few months prior, I'd met the most amazing man. His connection with me was so strong, and I felt like someday we would have kids, but this soon? And four? It was a lot to take in, and honestly, I didn't know how to tell him. So nervously, when I got home, I told him what the situation was, and he said, okay, great. I wasn't expecting that, but that's my amazing partner. From the day Jean Carlo and I have been together, he's been so supportive of anything and everything that I want to do. So my mom, Jean Carlo, and I decided that our small family of 3 would take in my 4 nieces and nephews to become a big family of 7. So on the day we decided to pick them up, I was so nervous. The night before, I was thinking things like, will they remember me? Will I be able to connect with them? Will I still be considered their cool uncle? It was a lot to take in, but Jean Carlo, being the supportive partner, he pulled me aside, he looked me in my eyes and said, no matter what, they will be loved. His words calmed me, and I felt a great sense of relief and support. So the day of, Jean Carlo decided to stay home and make a big feast to welcome the kids in, and me and my mom went to go pick the kids up. As we arrived to pick them up, they were ecstatic. It was like a big family reunion. We shared hugs, we cried, we laughed. My mom quickly took the girls with her because she wanted to have girl time, and I took the boys with me. As we were driving, me and Damon were catching up, and Noah was sitting in the back complaining about traffic. Something so simple had become so precious in that moment, and it felt really good to just connect with them. When we got home, that's when the real work began. Most parents raise their children from babies, but we were raising children who had already developed personalities, who were rebounding from a huge dose of trauma. So I didn't know how to connect with them at first. So initially, I thought, why not just ask them, what do they want to be when they grow up? Damon and Tina wanted to be YouTube stars. Olivia dreams of becoming an artist, and Noah would say, I don't know. They all wanted to share their artistic gifts with the world, and I wanted to connect with them. But how do I do that? I thought first maybe I should share my passion with them, volleyball. But I quickly realized volleyball wasn't in my life to necessarily pass the sport along to them. But maybe I could take some of the things that I learned and I could teach them or lead them like a parent. So that required a lot of deep soul searching, and I thought long and hard about what I could do to connect with them, and I finally had an idea. So I sat the family down and I told them, I have a deep desire to write a book. They all looked at me with surprise, which made sense. I had never expressed I wanted to write a book. It was something that I didn't believe I could do. But now with 4 children in front of me who had dreams of their own, I had to show them that I could realize my own as well as they could. I continued. I want to not only write a book, but I want to write a book together as a family. At first, it was quiet, and then they all started talking at once. Tina said, when do we start? Damon said, I will draw the main character, and Olivia said, we should use Sailor Moon as our influence. And when I asked Noah, what did you think, Noah? He would say, I don't know. It was so great. We were all laughing, we were all connecting, but most importantly, I was getting to know the children. So fast forward, we created this illustrations for all of the characters, and we wanted to create characters that would empower children from all around the world. And so we did. We created a story for a children's chapter book. But then what? I was lost. I didn't know the first thing about publishing a book. So I began to give up on an idea that was so important to me, but now it was important to the 4 children I was raising. I felt powerless. Have you ever felt like that, where you just feel powerless? How did you find hope? How did you find your power? For me, it was my amazing support system, my loving partner, Jean Carlo, my beautiful mom, and the 4 amazing children that I was raising. One day I was researching how to publish a book, and everything about it was frustrating. It seemed too hard or too expensive, and just the thought of someone buying a book from me. Who did I think I was, J.K. Rowling? And then Giancarlo pulled me aside. He looked me in my eyes and he said, I found a publisher. And then he continued, we meet with them next week. I could not believe what I was hearing. My eyes widened. I was in complete shock. While I had given up on an idea that not only meant so much to me, but my entire family, my partner was right there supporting me and saying, yes, you can. Yes, we can. So we had a book, we had the illustrations, we had a publisher. Nothing was stopping us, right? Nope. Life has a way of showing you if you really want something, you've got to go after it. So the publishing team loved the idea of the book, but refinement was needed. So I went back to the drawing board, not once, not twice, but 3 times. And each time I thought about giving up. It was one of the hardest processes in my life. But I felt that was life's way of showing me, not only was I crafting a story that meant so much to me and my family, I was crafting a story that could mean anything to any family that reads it. So after I went back to the drawing board and I finally was able to come together with an idea that I felt comfortable with and the publishing team fully supported, I was able to birth the story of Icarus. And Icarus is an important character to me because he is an embodiment of my inner child and all the struggles I and my children have been through. So one day I had a really big breakthrough. I was sitting in front of the manuscript and I was asking myself, why am I doing this? And then I thought, this is the why. I wanted to create a story that empowered and inspired children. It was that simple. Once I stopped complicating it, that's when the story was completely finished. So choosing to become a father not only inspired me to write a book and to find my true calling, it inspired me to finish something that I had started. And my desire to empower the children of the world, I empowered myself. So I leave you with a quote that has inspired me and my family to embrace all that life has to offer. There is a hero in each of us. Embrace the journey and you will find the hero within.
Can you guys hear me now?
Hello.
Wait a second. Wait a second.
Oh, it's the
Oh, they
one.
can hear us now. Okay, great. Finally. So here we are, guys. That was Devon in Florida. This is Tina and Olivia back there. We're weak. Oh my
And
gosh, finally the mic is working. This is not Giancarlo, by the way. This is just a guest. Giancarlo just asked me to come host for him. It's
the
5:06. So this is Tina. She's 9. Back here is Olivia. She's 17. Let's see. These are 2 of our beautiful girls. Yeah, magic powers. I don't know what happened to the mic that it was not working, and I don't know what happened now that now it's working. Just the ways that it's supposed to be. Anyways, guys, a little bit more about my story. 6 years ago. Hi, Vanessa. 6 years ago, Sophia, everybody. You guys are so precious to my heart. Thank you for sharing our journey. 6 years ago, I was homeless when I moved from Florida to California. My higher self, the universe, whatever you want to call it. Thank you so much, Jessica. You're the badass of the badasses. Jessica is the producer and the CEO, the owner, the everything of the Breakthrough Show Network. And wait, Tina, you're getting me distracted. And what was I saying? I moved from Florida to California as I was being guided by my higher self, by God, by the universe, and I ended up in a big show, a night on Broadway with more than 250,000 people, and I was homeless, sleeping at the Santa Monica Pier, underneath the Santa Monica Pier, and then I would perform on top of it. And one day, out of the blue, I was like, okay, what is the biggest stadium in this city? And I found out that it was the Forum, that now is called the Kia Forum. So I called the ocean Mama Water, and I was asking Mama Water, okay, Mama Water, what is the right next step? So she said, go online, find an organization that you resonate with, and go for it. Share your voice, share your talents. And I started looking until I found the Gay Men's Chorus of Los Angeles. I didn't think they were going to choose me. I auditioned, they chose me. Back then, my favorite rock star used to be Gloria Trevi. Many of you already know this story, and I'm sharing it with more people, and probably I'll be called to share a million more times. So suddenly there was one of the Monday rehearsals with the Gay Men's Chorus of Los Angeles, and John Duran, that used to be the mayor of West Hollywood, said, by the way, guys, you guys have been invited to perform at the Forum. And he doesn't speak like that. I'm just being funny. He's gay though. You guys have been invited to perform at the Forum, and you guys are going to open for Gloria Trevi. In that moment, my whole universe froze. And in that moment, I knew that I knew that I knew that I was going to be one of those opening the song for Gloria Trevi at the Forum, being a rock star, and at the same time, the contrast being homeless. So, with that introduction and saying thank you to Tina and Olivia, I'm going to show you guys the video of that performance. So, I hope you enjoy it, and here we go. Give me a second.
Bye bye.
Today's episode comes to you thanks to our sponsor, Kangen Water. Electrolytes reduced water is the power of true hydration, manifested in the most advanced Japanese technology that has been in the market for more than 50 years. To drink the best water, shower with a hot spring quality water, and start a new business with the most amazing and profitable compensation plan in the world, visit thelivingwatercouple.com to learn more or get started today.
Welcome to a brand new experience with innovative voices from all over the world. I would like to invite you all to something that is magical, something that is powerful. It's something that is from my heart. This is the Devon Taylor Podcast.
Your lips, your eyes, your soul, your mind, your smile, your heart, your hips don't lie. Just ask Icarus, 11 and 22, help us fly. You and my volleyball master, together we are on a mission, following our heart. You've had me from the start. From your papi chulo, Jean Carlo Tavarez, the song is for you, Devon, Taylor, my love. I love you more than you love green. You're always lifting me up. I'll hold your hand and set you free. The love we have and who we are, you will forever be the coach of my heart. The coach of my heart. I love you to the moon and back. You are the best gift I could ever get. You are my sense of freedom, the published author you are. One more drink come true, I'd travel anywhere with you. 1,000,000 times around the earth, just because I love you. From your papi chulo, Jean Carlo Tavarez, the song is for you, Devon, Taylor, my love. I love you more than you love green. You're always lifting me up. I'll hold your hand and set you free. The love we have and who we are, you will forever be the coach of my heart. The coach of my heart. From your papi chulo, Jean Carlo Tavarez, the song is for you. Devon, Taylor, my love. I love you more than you love green. You're always lifting me up. I'll hold your hand and set you free. The love we have and who we are, you will forever be the coach of my heart. The coach of my heart.
Thank you, guys. Teresa, hi. Thank you, Sophia. That means so much. And I have a little something live for you guys. So here we go. Can you guys hear it? You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful. Thank you guys for being here. I love you so fucking much. To me, can't you see? You're everything I long for, and you're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful. Woo! Get the cootsies. To me, yeah. Oh, you are so beautiful. Network, Breakthrough Show Network family. To me, yeah. Can't you see? You're everything I love for. You're everything I need. Yeah. You are so beautiful to me. To me. Woo! Private concert for you guys. And now I want to sing something else and have no fucking idea what to sing. Woo! How are you guys? How are you guys feeling? How are you guys doing? How are you guys enjoying the Taylor Tavarez show so far? By the way, none of this was scripted. I'm just going with the flow. And I know that was driving my producer, Jessica, fucking crazy. That's just the way I am. I cannot really put a script into the ways that I flow because every single day and every single moment, it just asks me to be in the now moment. My higher self, just like your higher selves, are training us and even have chosen from a soul level to just break all the scripts, to break all the formulas, to break all the strategies. And yes, I fucking love all the strategies and the scripts and all that jazz. And I'm honestly and vulnerably not the greatest at all of that shit. And that's why I surround myself with people like you that is so freaking talented and amazing and capable and able. And each one of you are going through so many different things and initiations in your life. Some of you have moved out of states. Some of you are experiencing sick puppies in your surroundings and in your care. Some of you are experiencing relationship hardships. Some of you are experiencing heartbreak, grief, whatever it is that you may be feeling and experiencing, and whatever it is that you may be having an initiation. Please know that you are deeply seen, that all your feelings are so fucking valid, that you are so precious, that even in the moments that you feel so alone, you are not alone. And that you are, yes, don't invalidate that you're alone. And at the same time, please know that you are deeply taken care of. And even in the moments that it may be so hard that you may even not want to be in this world anymore. And I have been there many times. In fact, throughout my whole life, there has been moments that I was a very suicidal kid. And because of the ways that I am super sensitive, many times it's really hard on me, those energies. And a part of me is laughing and a part of me wants to cry. And I'm just allowing all of it. And anyways, let me know in the comments how this is resonating with you, what's coming up for you as I'm saying this. And if you guys have any song requests, this is live, so we can do whatever we want with it. Let's see if I get another song idea. Thank you so much. Coming from a sensitive like you, super sensitive woman like you, Sophia, and that is such a precious soul and that I admire so much. By the way, guys, I joined a community called the Limitless Lounge with my business coach, Hanna Becker, that is very this close to be a seven figures earner, $1 million earner. And I joined almost 5 months ago. To be completely honest, guys, I didn't even have the money to join it. I found my way. I found the way to manifest my entrance into that community. And not only did I join needing so much support, because even before joining the lounge, I was pretty suicidal. I was so powerless. My body was in so much pain. I was I was feeling alone. I was feeling isolated. I wasn't even able to get out of bed, and I was sleeping a lot. And since I have been in the Limitless Lounge that Sophia is also a part of, I feel so alive. I feel so supported. I feel so seen. And not only that, I have become the resident healer in the Limitless Lounge. And every single month, I host an activation channeling. I'm a channel and an activator. So I channel activations and whole space, and beautiful and amazing healings take place inside of the lounge and inside of my sessions, my activation sessions. And we have 2 minutes left, guys. Oh my gosh, this went by actually so fast. Sophia is saying, so glad you follow your intuition and are the resident healer of the Limitless Lounge. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm so happy and so grateful and so honored and so in awe for it to and to have the privilege and the honor to share the space with each one of you. And now merging communities, which is part of my purpose. uniting communities and bringing us all together. And like Teals one of my mentors told me, I don't know if you guys know Teals One, she's a really famous spiritual teacher. In 2015, I was volunteering with her, and I was like, Teal, will you channel me a message? And she said, you have the power to create unity, to attract people to you and to each other. I ask you to do this, and in doing so, unite the world. Thank you so much to each and every one of you for joining the Taylor Tavarez Show. Please remember, if you don't remember anything else, that you are so beautiful, that you are so talented, that you are so precious, and that you are so loved. I'm sending each and every one of you so much love from the depths of my heart. Thank you for sharing this journey with me, with my partner Devon, and with our family. I love you. And I forgot to play oh my gosh. I forgot to play some videos, so I'm going to play them now. Love you guys. Mwah. See you next week.
Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and